Alright guys, this is my video for the Pioneer AVH-P1400DVD. Got it over the weekend. Available at a lot of places. eBay typically gets you the best deal if you're willing to be patient for delivery. But it works great. Very happy with it. This is for my 2005 Dodge Magnum. And at first had a couple problems. Had to do a lot of searching online for a few things. So to save everybody else the trouble, I figured I'd make a quick video on how I put it all together. First of all, if you have the stock dash kit, or what they call a bezel, B-E-Z-E-L, for your Dodge Magnum, this will not fit. You have to get a special bezel called the Navigation Bezel, which I believe for both the Magnum and the Charger certain years they make the same. Also available at eBay. I was impatient, so I just went to a Dodge dealership and paid a little bit more, but you know, well worth it. As you can see, everything came together real nice. Want to show you a couple of features of it and some things to look for. But the installation was pretty simple. Dash kit pops right out. You get a double DIN head unit mount, and as long as you get it for the right year, for the Dodge Magnum, fits perfectly. As you can see, it's put in real nice. You know, no extra spaces or anything. It's nice and flush. Let me give you a further out view, I guess you could say. But let me show you some of the features on this thing, because it's pretty cool. Hopefully the focus on it is okay. There we go. That seems to be better. First thing, got a home button here. Got all kinds of buttons. You got your left and right for your tracks. Home button, mute button. Mode, which is pretty cool. So if you're driving at night, you just hit that. Screen goes off, but everything's still on. And you could just pop it right back on. Also, what I love the most, because I have an iPhone, is a USB port. Also have an auxiliary if you don't have anything that you want to use USB, but you could also use a regular flash drive. Something I did is choose my own background, which is one of the cool features I'm going to show you. But we'll start here. We got the radio that was just on. The touchscreen is phenomenal. It's not one of those that you got to push real hard or gets real flimsy on you. And there's a lot of features here. Obviously it tells you what's playing. You got the radio station. What I love is the time and the date, which is great. You got different EQs you could set up. And you could also customize these, move them around, which I'll show you in a little bit. Got your preset stations. Also lets you know what's playing on the other stations last time you were listening to them, which is real cool. So let's see what else we got in here. We got your disc for movies, which is pretty cool. That's one of the parts that was real tricky. When I first got this, it wouldn't let you play movies unless it was unless a parking brake was on. So we had to make some readjustments. Thanks to some searching on Google, excuse me, and finding a great video by Car Stereo Warehouse. Got to thank them a lot for that. If not, it wouldn't have been possible. I was able to find a part number 275-001 at RadioShack. It's a 12-volt SPST Relay for $6. And as long as you do all the wiring correctly from the video on Car Stereo Warehouse, which I'll put in a link under the info section of the video, you could get this working. Now it still gives you this little warning, but as long as you hit OK, you're good to go. And I mean, obviously my car is parked right now. If not, I wouldn't be able to do this video, but it works great while I'm driving. Sound's all there. You got all the things you could change around here. You could do the EQ, different types of audio, a little bit of everything. So it works great. And that took me about 15-20 minutes to wire. I do suggest that you put that in before you put everything back. If not, you're going to have to take everything back out and do it again. So make sure you have all your parts before you get started on everything. So going back to some more of the features, one of my favorite USB and iPod. Right now I don't really have anything in there. But what's great is that it doesn't necessarily sync, but when you plug in your iPhone to here or your iPod, you could choose all the albums, artists, songs, just like you would on I guess, your iPod through iTunes Sync. So it's all on here. You don't have to really use an auxiliary cable and control it through your phone, which I used to have to do with some of my other head units. I do it all through the touchscreen, which makes it a lot easier, especially when you're driving, of course. And it comes with a cool little remote, so you got everything you need there. The Pandora feature is great because I actually use Pandora a lot. Now, it's not going to work right now because I'm using my phone to record this video. But when you plug in your phone, you just start the Pandora app and everything shows up here. Even your preset stations, you could thumb up, thumb down, good quality as long as you have a good data provider or service, and everything works great. The Bluetooth doesn't work automatically with just the head unit. You do have to buy a Bluetooth, hardware. It's about 150 bucks. Honestly, I don't use it that much to even be worth it. You got plenty of auxiliaries. It's XM and Sirius radio ready. You got a rear view camera that you could set up, which actually wouldn't be too difficult to do. They even sell rear view cameras for like as low as 40 bucks online. And then you got your off button. But what's also real cool about this is a lot of the settings. For example, one of my favorites is the theme. Alright, you could change the color of the illumination. If you look at the button here, changes colors. Even got white. You also have this one feature where you could pick the color. Let me change some things around here. See if you even notice it changing. So you could really customize it a lot. Or you could just go to one that changes to all the colors. It's this feature right over here. As you can see, all the colors change on their own. So that's real cool. Screen, you could even change the colors of this stuff right up here. Very nice. And this background right here that you see, I actually put that in there through my thumb drive. If I go over here, let me just put it back on radio. Then I go to my settings, theme. I could go to background, and it has a lot that already comes with. Got this one, all these, and even comes with some animated ones, which are pretty cool. And then the one that I actually uploaded, which I personally like. I'm a red and black favorite color kind of guy. So that's a lot of the cool stuff that comes along with it. I mean, you got your audio settings. Like I told you, you could change the EQ. Real simple. I mean, you could play with this as much as you want. I'm very satisfied with the system. I mean, the sound is great. I don't have any subwoofers or anything like that. I'm kind of out of that phase, but I mean, even if I did, this would be a real great head unit because it really gives you the bang for your buck. No doubt about it. Anything else that I think will be important to go along with this, I'll definitely put in the information section of this video. But again, the most important thing, especially if you're doing this on a Dodge Magnum, is that you are going to need a different dash kit. It doesn't work with the stock. You have to get the Navigation Bezel, which runs anywhere in between 150 to 250. They come in different colors. You got silver, which is what I got, kind of matches with the steering wheel. They also come in black and carbon fiber, and there might be even more that I didn't even see. Other thing is, of course, the double DIN, which is this right here, which mounts the head unit in the car. And then, of course, that 12-volt relay, which without that, you're kind of SOL on watching videos. I mean, granted, I don't really watch video when I'm driving, but sometimes my kids sit in the back and they could see this screen fine, or if I have a passenger, and while I'm driving they want to watch something, they could definitely do so. So there's a lot more that comes along with it, but that's what I feel is the best out of this entire head unit. And again, I'm very pleased. It came out real nice in the car, gives it a real nice look. Really have no complaints. Only had it for a few days, but so far so good. And even going online, I've heard a lot of great things and seen a lot of other good videos. So just wanted to save you from having the trouble of everything I had to do and look for online on my own, and put it all into one video. So again, one last time, if you're doing this on a Dodge Magnum, you need a Navigation Bezel. You could either get that directly from the dealership or eBay. You need the double DIN mount for the head unit. And if you don't want to have to only watch videos while your parking brake is on, you got to get that SPST Relay from a store that offers electronics, and I'll put that info in there as well. It only cost me $6 for that. And again, want to thank Car Stereo Warehouse, and I'll put a link to their video, and they show you how to connect it all and make it very easy. So hope this helps anybody. I know I needed it when I was first putting this together. You know, of course you could comment, ask questions, and I'm a busy guy, but when I can, I'll definitely get back to you. And thanks for watching.
So what, we go out, that's how. And I don't even care, long as me and my team in here, it's gonna be in the air. Tell 'em, Mac.